It happens all the time that students come to us with no real plan in place for getting through the college admissions testing process. Most people just go with the general flow of what everyone else does and don't think about the particular challenges an ADHD or LD student might have. In addition to the usual hassles of registration, prep, and score reporting, students with learning differences often have other considerations. Here are a few tips. First, start early. And by early, I mean you should be thinking this through starting in your sophomore year, or even freshman year if you're aiming at very selective schools. Waiting can leave you with only a few feasible test dates to get everything done. Or you can be in the awful position of needing to update your diagnostic testing to apply for accommodations, but your doc's next appointment is in 3 months. Applying for accommodations well before you actually intend to take the test is fine, and in many cases is preferable. Once you're approved, so you won't have to repeat the process later. Also, you're giving yourself plenty of time to fight through the accommodations appeals process if necessary. Next, take the test before all of your friends do. There is nothing magical about waiting until the end of junior year to take the SAT or ACT. It's just been the common wisdom for as long as anyone can remember. Doesn't mean it's right. Many of our students at Launchpad take the ACT for the first time in September of their junior year, or the SAT in October. You've already had most of the content, and there's no reason not to get the first, and usually lowest scoring, attempt out of the way. This is especially true for students on an advanced math track who have taken Algebra 2 before junior year. Further, if you're aiming at the most selective schools, which require SAT subject tests, go ahead and give that biology or world history subject test a try at the end of freshman year if you've had those classes that year. The more you can get out of the way, the better. Finally, plan to be finished with all of your testing before the end of junior year. In many cases, our students are finished with the SAT and ACT by February of junior year, or even earlier. Then do a final SAT subject test round in June after the end of that year's coursework. There's no reason to have to cram in a final SAT or ACT in fall of senior year. Wouldn't you love to have your applications done in the summer before senior year? You know you would, so get on it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just ask us how we can help. You've got this.